Have you ever stopped to think that even the people closest to you, like friends, co-workers, or even family members, rarely admit that they feel jealous? This happens because jealousy is a complex emotion, often loaded with shame, and is almost always hidden, even from the person feeling it. People who are consumed by this feeling tend to mask their emotions, maintaining a friendly and calm appearance. But if you pay attention, you'll notice that their behavior often doesn't match their true emotions. Those who feel jealous usually act in a contradictory way, and it's curious how, many times, this behavior comes from people in your inner circle, the ones you least expect. These attitudes can directly interfere with the good things you're achieving, draining your energy and even delaying your progress. That's why it's so important to learn how to identify the signs of jealousy. When you can distinguish who is genuinely rooting for you from those who are just pretending to support you, it's much easier to focus on relationships that push you forward and avoid toxic environments. Now, let's get straight to the point, because this is a subject that can directly impact your day-to-day life and your achievements. My goal here is for you to learn how to identify these toxic behaviors so that you can protect yourself from them. I'll show you 4 clear and effective ways to notice when someone is feeling jealous of you. And believe me, you'll be surprised by the number of people around you who share this feeling. Often, it's that person you never would have guessed, the friend who always seems to be by your side, or even a family member who's always present. Identifying these signs will help you filter out the people you can truly trust, and more importantly, those you should keep your distance from. Because jealousy is a powerful emotion, and if you don't know how to deal with it, it can end up harming your journey. In addition to showing you these signs, I'll also share a simple but very effective technique for identifying these people and protecting your energy. Stay with me until the end of this video, because this awareness can become a powerful tool in your life. What's most interesting is that the knowledge I'm going to share with you here isn't new. It has deep roots in teachings that date back over 10,000 years. Ancient wisdom, often forgotten or ignored by modern society, still has a lot to teach us about how to deal with human emotions and the environment around us. These teachings are deeply connected with personal growth and internal transformation. When applied correctly, they have the potential to cause significant changes in how we see the world and, of course, how we handle the challenges that arise. In this case, recognizing and distancing yourself from envious people is one of the first steps to creating an environment conducive to success. It's no use having all the skills in the world, being a talented person, if the environment around you is toxic. Jealousy acts like a silent poison, slowly draining your strength, blocking your progress, and preventing you from reaching your full potential. That's why it's essential to learn to identify these people as soon as possible so that you can protect your energy and move forward with more peace of mind. When you understand the negative influence of jealousy, it becomes clearer how the environment in which you live directly impacts your achievements. Let's take as an example the scientist Bruce Lipton, one of the pioneers in the field of stem cell cloning. His studies proved that the environment around cells has more influence on their development than genetics. This means that if you're surrounded by negativity, even if you have enormous potential, your progress can be affected. The same thing happens in our lives. You can be the most talented, determined, and focused person, but if you're surrounded by toxic people, those who doubt your potential or secretly wish for your failure, all that talent can be blocked. Negative influence goes beyond the words and actions of these people. Many times, the very energy they emit is enough to destabilize and slow down our development. That's why it's so important to always be mindful of the people you're around, the kind of energy they bring into your life, and the impact that has on you. Now, let's talk about the 4 signs that can help you identify if someone close to you is feeling jealous. The first one is the presence of micro-expressions. But what are micro-expressions? They're small, involuntary gestures that reveal what a person is truly feeling, even when they try to hide it. These are subtle signs, almost imperceptible, like a look of disdain, a forced smile, or even a slightly raised eyebrow when you share something positive about your life. These signs often go unnoticed by those who aren't paying attention, but if you start observing more carefully, you'll notice that these micro-expressions reveal much more than the person intended. Micro-expressions are an almost infallible way to identify who is genuinely rooting for you and who is just pretending. This type of reaction is so quick and natural that most of the time, the person doesn't even realize they've shown what they're feeling. Pay attention to these small details because they reveal much more than words. Over time, by observing these subtleties, you'll develop a sort of radar to detect when someone is harboring negative feelings toward you, even if they're making an effort to disguise it. The second sign that should raise a red flag is gossip. This is classic behavior of envious people. They tend to talk about you behind your back, spreading rumors and undermining your image in front of others. These people may question your achievements, insinuate that you don't deserve what you have, or, worse yet, that you achieved your victories dishonestly. When these rumors reach your ears, they may seem harmless at first glance. But the truth is that they have the power to erode the trust people have in you. Someone who talks badly about others to you will most certainly talk badly about you to others. This behavior is typical of those who feel jealous because, by trying to diminish your image, they feel a little less inferior. And that's exactly what they're seeking. By putting others down, they try to elevate themselves. So, whenever someone comes to talk badly about someone else to you, be wary. It's likely that this same person is spreading rumors about you behind your back. Gossip is a powerful tool for destruction, and even if you try to ignore it, it can end up harming your reputation and relationships. Be alert to those who engage in this behavior, because it reveals a lot about their character. The third sign is a bit more subtle but equally revealing: fake compliments. Have you ever experienced this? Someone congratulates you on an achievement, but then immediately follows up with a comment that seems to downplay your success. Something like, "Wow, that's great, you achieved that. It must have been easy for you, right?" This type of compliment, which comes with a hidden criticism, is a clear sign of jealousy. The person pretends to be happy for you, but in reality, they're trying to diminish what you've accomplished. This happens a lot when someone else's success triggers feelings of inferiority. Jealousy makes the person try to downplay the value of your achievements so that they don't feel as bad about their own failures or lack of accomplishments. So when someone compliments you but then tries to minimize your victory with a sarcastic or ironic comment, stay alert. It could be that this person is harboring jealousy toward you, even if they don't openly show it. Sometimes this type of compliment is disguised as concern or advice, something like, "You achieved that quickly, but be careful. Things that come easy often come with a price." Sound familiar? It's one of the many ways jealousy can manifest itself subtly. The fourth and final sign is sudden and excessive closeness. This behavior can be a bit more difficult to notice because, at first glance, it seems like something positive. Sometimes, when you start succeeding in some area of your life, certain people who previously didn't show much interest suddenly become your best friends. They start wanting to know all the details of your life, your plans, and your achievements. But be careful, because this closeness may have ulterior motives. Jealous people often get close just to gather information they can use against you in the future. They want to know your vulnerabilities so they can exploit those weak points when it's convenient for them. This kind of person acts like a close friend, but in reality, they're just waiting for the right moment to use what they know against you. So if someone who was distant suddenly starts taking too much interest in your projects and achievements, be cautious. Don't share all the details of your life with just anyone, especially those who show a sudden and exaggerated interest. Protect your ideas and achievements from those who don't deserve access to them. As we've seen, jealousy can manifest in many ways, and if we don't know how to identify these signs, we can end up surrounded by people who, instead of supporting us, drag us down. Therefore, it's essential to always stay alert and, above all, maintain a healthy environment around us. After all, your personal and professional growth depends not only on your skills, but also on the environment you're in. Now, if you've already identified someone in your life who shows these signs, share your experience in the comments below. It's always good to reflect on the relationships we have and the impact they have on our lives. After all, recognizing toxic people around us is the first step toward a lighter and more prosperous life. See you next time.